Okay, guys, so unfortunately, I gotta say, summer is officially over, but on the bright side, it's fall right now, and there's still some car stuff going on. So, before we start, in the last video, I kind of talked about how we're going to do a big Porsche hypercar, not big, two Porsche hypercars. We're going to drive them, do a bunch of stuff with them next weekend. That didn't happen. Now, that's still happening, just had a little bit of a delay with kind of getting everybody sorted, everybody ready. That's most likely going to happen next week now, but today we still have some fun stuff going on. We are going on what should be a pretty good track day, and we're not even taking the GT4. We're going to go drop it off. We're going to go hop in with our friend Tour in one of his cars, and as you guys know, he has some pretty serious cars. And on top of that, we have a bunch of trips coming up. So if you're not subscribed, please subscribe, because the next few weeks we're going to be in Vegas for SEMA, for Vegas Concourse, which is like, I heard is going to be probably the most bloody Vegas there's ever been in one place at that show. And on top of that, around New Year's time, we're going to go to Japan. There's going to be some crazy vlogs coming out of that. So if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. And again, this YouTube game is hard. I spend all my money, all my time trying to make these videos, traveling all around. So there's a new feature, I guess, on YouTube that's like a hype button. If you guys hit that, that would help so much. I think, I don't know, that's what kind of what it says it does. But we are right now on the way to meet up with Tour. I think we're going to hop in the SVJ. And we're going to go to Cayuga Racetrack. I don't know what other cars are going to be there, but I think it should be a pretty good turnout. Okay, so we just met up with Amin in the SVJ. We also have the S63 now. Here's the situation. It is currently past 1:20. We have over an hour drive. The track day is 2 to 4. What did you want to do right now?
I want to eat. I want to put gas.
So guys, if you ever meet up with Amin, do like an hour gap from what you tell him to when you actually need him to be there, because
it's showing an hour and I think. No, let's see how far it is.
Let's see how far it is.
Okay, Cayuga. What's it called?
Raceway or racetrack.
Cayuga.
Or Toronto Motorsport Park.
Raceway? No.
Do Toronto Motorsport Park.
Toronto Motorsport. Oh, I didn't even see how far it was. It's 1 hour 20 minutes.
1 hour 20 minutes. So if we get there right now, it's 2:40. If we don't stop, we still need gas and food.
We'll be there before 3.
I don't know about that, dude. I don't know about that.
We'll be fine. We'll be fine. Make sure you keep following road.
Okay, so we are in the SVJ. ETA is 252, but we still need to get gas. So let's see how quick of a gas stop we can make.
We call it IST.
What's IST? Tell 'em.
Indian Standard Time.
Yeah. So I'm definitely not used to that, but hopefully we still get to go around the track a little bit.
Oh, we got time.
We got time?
We got time. Roy stresses too much.
So normally when you see videos with people in like supercars, SVJ, stuff like that, like they kind of really hype up the guy that owns it or hype up the car like it's the best thing ever and everything, and it's a cool car. But I don't really need to do that with Ahmed. We're really close. I've known him for like 12 years. Me and him talk about this a lot, and I personally think it's crazy that these cars are still going up, and I think it's crazy that SVs have not passed them, because production of SV I think is less than half of the production of SVJ, but yet the SVJ is like, the market doesn't seem to be cooling down, even though the whole COVID market has cooled down. I don't know what Amin thinks of this. I know he got this car at the right time, but in my opinion, I think at some point soon, SVs should exceed the price of this. But what do you think?
Yeah, so my opinion on this is that the SVJ is a hype market car. So meaning like anyone snap of a finger, it attracts more of the crowd of like the guys that want to be loud, known, and like no disrespect to anyone, but they want to be out there, visual. So that kind of keeps the hype of the SVJs going. But you also have to remember that the SVJ has a 3-year run, 2019, 2020, 2021. You have more vehicles produced, 800, 900 for...
Plus, I don't know if the 63s are a part of that, or if they're on top of that.
That's separate. So the 63s are...
Another 26 cars.
Because you got to remember is they have a separate 63 plated right, car. Then you also have those, I don't know if they're called the hexagon cars, the 10 hexagon cars.
That's another on top of that?
That's another 10. So there are a lot more cars. Where it comes to the SV, it's a 2-year run. It's not a 3-year run.
16 and 17, that's it.
16 and 17, you have 500, the 500 numbered roadsters, 600 coupes, right? On a 2-year run. So just right across the board, you have obviously a lot less cars produced with the SVs, but the SV actually is, in my opinion, even with obviously the wing and like more of an aggressive look to it, it's still more of a timeless design versus the SVJ. SVJ has a lot going on, but again, when the SVJs came out, everyone looked at them like, yo, what's this Aventador with a kit? It didn't digest.
It's a lot of design on it.
It's a lot of design, and it didn't really fit. You know, people weren't able to digest what the car was. But, you know, after a bit of time, kind of like the Revoltos, they're up. Revolto, you can't really compare because obviously it's
a whole different car.
It's a different car. It's an S replacement, an HPV car. So we'll take that out of the equation. Let's not talk about Revoltos. That's a whole different discussion. But SV to SVJs, the SV right now is very, very undervalued in my opinion and underestimated. And I think that car, like the timeless design, you know, some of the features on the interior, the overall appeal to me is a lot nicer. And me personally, if I could get my hands on an SV with some lower mileage as they're entering the collector car market, they're going to follow the Mercy SV trend. You're going to see them skyrocket in the future. And I think that right now, people are not understanding how underestimated the Aventador SVs are. Then, like, for example, look at Ultimates.
Well, that's what I was about to say. We both agree that actually the Ultimate Aventador is the Ultimate because it's SVJ powertrain. Yep. It's cleaner looking, in my opinion. It's not overdone.
No, updated interior.
And it's more rare than anything else.
Yeah. So, but the reason why the Ultimate is not really seeing that kind of hype in itself right now is, and again, the given time, the SVJ has its hype.
The Ultimate looks, to someone who doesn't know, an Ultimate and an S looks the same.
Yes, exactly. But Ultimate, obviously less produced, 1 year run, 2022 is a single year run, and you have the cars that actually in the shipwreck that had, they lost those cars, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so the Ultimate...
So they never rebuilt those numbers?
No, as far as I understand, they never did, but the coupes are 350, the roadsters are 250. If I were to get a Ultimate, and you know, I know it's kind of contradicting to say it because I'm an SVJ owner that actually drives my car. I know a lot of other people do too. But the Ultimae would be a car that I would buy and park away if I can get a delivery kilometer car. And the reason for that is that car has a very strong long-term potential. It's a great car to drive. It's obviously more touring focused, a lot more comfortable. You know, it's not as rough as these. They drive amazing. But I wouldn't buy it to drive it. I would buy that thing to just hold on to and keep as a clean, nice spec, great example to hold for the future. You're not going to see any crazy appreciation in the Ultimates till maybe a decade from now, what I believe, especially if you have lower mileage car, because it's too new right now. SVs, they're 16s and 17s. They're already catching up to the Mercy SVs into that collector grade market. You'll never go wrong with them. No. But if you want to be loud, obnoxious on the road, and you want to be seen,
you buy an SVJ.
Then you buy an SVJ.
Yeah,
and I think the SVJ market is still going to stand very strong. Even just Aventador S, amazing driving car overall.
I think amazing on any Aventador you talk about. I think amazing is a bit of a stretch.
It's amazing looking. It's a love-hate relationship. Yeah. They don't drive the best, but the Aventador S actually does drive better than the SVJ, the Ultimae. Yeah. It drives better than the SV. Why? It has a redefined clutch that they did that has a little bit better tweaking, in my opinion. And I think it drives good. I think that you could, like, if I could buy a S to daily and drive the most out of everything, I would do it. But I mean, how many Aventadors do you need? Right?
That's the thing. For me, I think all Aventadors, as much with the refined clutch, they're still not great. The gearbox is a big problem.
Yeah.
I would steer into the skid, get the worst one, but I get the one I like the look of the most. I get a first-gen Roadster. Terrible to drive, but I think it's a great-looking car. Very clean.
Such a clean. So as time passes, you appreciate them more, and you know, to each their own. Maybe some people like the whole new HPV system cars and stuff. I don't like them. Look at the Revoltos; they're tanking like crazy, and
all the hybrids are. And honestly, if you don't look at the outside and you just purely drive it for what is actually better, Revolto is way better. But nobody wants it because it's not exciting. Like a good car isn't like a good car that goes down in history as a good car isn't a good car on paper.
But look at, for example, like CGTs. CGTs were so low at one point because they weren't as desired anymore. They were in the mid 350s, and then all of a sudden they shot up, they came down, they shot up, they came down. So the market on cars is always up and down, but the reality is anything that's limited production and numbered is always going to appreciate or hold, given you have the right car, the right spec, the right mileage. But at the end of the day, what's the worst case? You drive it, you lose some it's okay, it's still a car, it's supposed to lose. But in most cases, the right cars, you're not going to ever lose. Like, you're not going to lose. If you are someone who's watching this video now and you're, you know, like say 16 years old, and you know, like yesterday I met someone, and he's like, I don't care how I do it, I'm gonna get an SVJ. I'm like, brother, you 100% will, because you got the motivation to do it. You're gonna achieve it. And I encourage everyone. If we all grew up loving cars, we never knew what we would drive in the future. We just life brings you what it brings you, and you know, and you can hope for the best. But if you're watching this video and your dream is to own an SVJ, make sure you get the SVJ, but you will pay tax. That's just a reality. I'm just being honest with you. You know, when we were growing up, cars were to a certain price point. As time goes by inflation, these cars are not.
More people want the cars, and more people like. It used to be a lot more of a niche thing, and now it's a lot more of a wide thing. So now you're competing with a lot more people for the same small amount of cars. And like, cars were cheap back then. When I met you, it was really cool that you had a GTR. And again, that was a cheap car back then. That GTR nowadays is 10 years older, maybe more than 10 years older, because I met you over 10 years ago. And it's still worth the same, if not more. These cars are going to go up. All the old stuff that might get hyped up, it's going to go up because we see new people every year joining the car community, starting to buy cars. And the new generation of cars really isn't it. Our generation of cars, they only made so many. So when more and more new people join, it's going to inflate the price of cars.
Look, money is getting expensiver. New vehicles to produce are getting expensiver. Older cars are starting to be appreciated more. And as time goes by, you have new buyers that come into the market, the newer generation, that will find ways to, of course, make money in businesses, careers, and stuff. And they will pay what they need to pay to get their dream vehicle, and it ends there. It doesn't matter what anyone says. You're not reproducing, you know, whether it's 800, 900, 350, or 250 vehicles produced. You are not recreating it, and the premium will always be there. And this is not something new that I'm just talking about. Roy's just talking about.
This is how it works. This is how inflation works. This is how everything works. That's why things go up in value. There's more people competing for the same amount of things. More people compete for it, the more it's going to drive the price up. So that's kind of where the car market's at, especially entering this new era where cars kind of losing its soul. Get what you can while you can, because it's going to fly up in value. That's pretty much what we're trying to say.
100%. This was a pretty long discussion, but hope you guys actually watch this whole thing.
Yeah, if you guys watch this whole thing, it's going to get a little more exciting. Right now, we are on the way to the track. Once we get to the track, we're going to see a bunch of cars going around. It should be a pretty fun day, so stay tuned.
And a little gas stop right here. Let's see, I don't think this tank is actually too big. Definitely not fuel efficient at all with this V12. But yeah, but here, if you guys haven't seen it before, matte black SVJ, black wheels. The center locks are good wheels. They're all center locks, but the other ones are a little bit smaller, I believe. But yeah, pretty sick. Now this one does have the comfort seats. I'm usually a fan of the buckets, but I gotta say on this trip, I'm kind of thankful it's the comfort seats. But yeah, we're gonna go take this to the track. We might drive it around as well. Amin will drive it. I might drive it too. Yeah, not bad at all. So from here, it's about 30 minutes to the track. So we should have enough time left there. This is not ideal.
Off-roading.
Off-roading in the SVJ.
At least we have a lift.
Yep. Oh my god. So we have arrived at Cayuga. The SVJ is right here, but we also have this GT3 RS right here, and then another one behind it, 991.2, Z06, Viper, 296, STO, Huracan. So I think we're taking a little bit of a photo shoot break. And then after that, we might head back on the track. So we kind of missed the first session, but we'll see. I think more people are going to keep going back on. Maybe we'll take the SVJ a little bit. We'll see how it goes. Okay, so as much as an SVJ is a track car, it's kind of big, kind of clunky. It is very powerful and does have a V12, but I don't know. I never really pictured what this car would be like on the track, but today we're going to find out. So we are going to put this in Corsa, which automatically puts us into manual. And let's see. So literally nobody on the track, nobody to hit. Let's go. We're gonna take it very easy. Like very, very easy, because it is not my car and I have not been on this track in a very long time. So like I'm not even halfway on the throttle. Okay, it's more nimble than I expected. it is still a big, heavy car, but it feels kind of slippery. And downshift. There's a lot of things in the passenger seat. Downshift. You know what? The car gets a lot smaller when you're on a track. If that makes any sense, the car gets a lot smaller when you're here. A very tight turn, take it easy. Again, not my car. I know you guys are gonna roast me that I'm not going fast enough, but not my car. Going to get off. Like I said, I want to take it easy. That's kind of just what I needed. And we have the blue STO about to go on track, I'm pretty sure. Let's see. I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure actually. I'm not very good at paint colors.
Blue, is it blue Glocco? I know that looks like. Maybe blue Glocco.
That should be the.
I have no idea. I know it's blue. The rest above my pay grade. Got the 4C on the track. Definitely the perfect track car. Oh my god. Okay, we're gonna go again. Best part about this car. Okay, so I know the glasses are not ideal for YouTube, so we got camera right here. Let's get this done. Just gonna wait for this Viper to go. Is that ACR? I think it is.
Oh, it is.
Come on. Let's go. How nimble this car is.
It is very nimble.
Certain cars just I remember bringing my Mustang here, and I thought the Mustang, you know, the road it doesn't grip, it's too big. It did amazing here, and this is kind of the same, but on a different level.
Okay, Roy. He is not shy on the track.
Crazy camera working out.
100%.
Again, this car can go significantly more than what we're pushing it right now.
100%.
I'm just going on a level where we're not going to destroy brakes, tires, nothing. Not too much risk. Just a little bit of fun.
I'm getting all the TikTok angles right now.
Man, I think that's enough.
That is enough, 100%. You can really feel the G-forces.
I know, it's crazy.
Oh my gosh.
Actually,
Has a lot of G's.
yeah, I said a lot of bad stuff about the SVJ, and I talked about the Senna and the 4GT and all that, but I gotta say, SVJ on the track is a different car.
It is.
It's not the car that we were used to seeing on the road. So,
Look at you guys.
what do you think? But yeah, a lot of the cars are gone already. The STO is going around like crazy. The GT3 RS is right there. Again, we didn't have that much time. As you guys saw, we came kind of late. It's like 4 now. We've been here for like an hour. But yeah, we're going to slowly head back, I think, soon in the SVJ. Get some food and we'll see what else happens. The S63, I'm not going to lie, looks sick in this light. And personally, actually, my one in daily, I don't need a 63, even a 550. But look how clean that looks. Kind of no pillar in the windows. The 63 does sound good though. So maybe, I don't know, maybe I got to stretch whenever I'm ready to buy one for 63. But it's a good looking car, it's a good looking Sky, and that's kind of the end of the day for us.